Hello, my friends. So, if today's date, August the 29th, is your birth date, this is a reading for you for this year. This is a four-card pull, general energy card for the year, a challenge you might face this year, an action you can take to stay in balance, and an outcome or synopsis card. And what is this really all about? So, the general energy of this year is all about looking at life as the metaphor of the box, and the box has a couple of different functions. There are some times where we need to put things into a box and we need to remember them, what we want to hold them sacred, or we want to put them into a box, we want to enclose them and keep them. Sometimes we want to put things into a box that aren't really serving us very well, so some secrets, some ideas that aren't, it's not time to put out yet, some feelings about ourselves that we're just not ready to face. The other side of the box is sometimes we box ourselves in, or we let others box us in, and it's very hard to escape the boxes that we put ourselves into quite often. Churches and communities and families and nations and worlds and ideas of gender and ideas of what's appropriate for each of us to do versus somebody else. So the box is that safe place, but whatever is in there is something that's known. And until it's allowed to see the light of day again and be opened, then it's going to stay in there and stay as it is, which might be good and might be bad. So, what does that mean for you? Your challenge this year for August the 29th? Well, the challenge is the devil. So again, there's that sense of uh, maybe the devil for you is that you haven't put something into a box that needs to be put into a box for a while, or maybe it's something that's really hurting you, and you would be better served to find some way to leave the addiction, or drop the obsession, or stop focusing so much on something that gives your value away, your energy away, your resources away, yourself away, and then you so much so that you lose yourself and you become just this energy of the thing that you are giving yourself over to. Uh, so the other side of maybe needing to put something into the box is also maybe needing to step out of the box, maybe needing to break away, and this is a twofold thing, maybe needing to break away from someone who's locking you down or locking you up. Maybe it's breaking away from old thoughts that no longer help you, no longer heal you, no longer comfort you. Maybe it's the sense of needing to um, remember something very painful in your life that needs to come to the surface and needs to be seen and brought to the light of day, and be faced in a way that can bring light and consciousness and forgiveness and movement and grief and joy once more, because those things that lock you up might be keeping you from experiencing life and joy in your fullest. So again, it's it's those, a lot of times when we feel oppressed or repressed by others, then we think we need to free ourselves, and we free ourselves by going after things that might be a little taboo, and might be a little um, uh, crazy on some levels. And sometimes those things are great for us, and sometimes those things are not so great for us and lock us into a different kind of box. So that's what you have to look at this year. So what's the action you can take? Well, it's a squirrel. And the squirrel is really about another sense of the box. I love this interpretation. Is the squirrel is storing up things for the winter, and it's storing up things for when the times are um, not as full and not as rich and not as abundant. And one of the things that the squirrel asks you is, what are you storing up, not only for your winter, for yourself and your survival, but what are you storing in your heart? Are you storing things that are good to you and feed you and nourish you and give you comfort and joy and support and compassion? Are you storing forgiveness in your heart? Are you storing allowance in your heart? Are you storing a sense of trust in your intuition and a sense of trust in your analysis and a sense of trust in your just being allowed to be here on this earth and love how you wish to love and be how you wish to be and create as you wish to create and move forward on your path with as much assurance as you can. So that is your action to take. You have to put good things into your heart. You have to remember to take care of your body. You have to build on some level some reserves, some resources for when the times are lean. And in those remembrances, do you remember the sacred things of life, the valued things of life, the things that really feed you? This is all about what feeds you. What is feeding you and nurturing you through the hardest of times? It's certainly not giving ourselves over to addictions that can harm our physical bodies, harm our mental bodies. It is certainly breaking free of rigid doctrines that don't allow us authenticity, limited or full, whatever, however that plays out in your own evolutionary consciousness. You know the things that lock you down and don't feel right. You know the things that keep you feeling like you have to protect yourself, hide yourself, and not show certain parts of your life out of fear of what that might look like to yourself or to others. But a lot of times that's just projection, and a lot of times that still might be something that you need to go through to bare your soul and come out on a new place once the light of day is shown to it. So that is the end card. The synopsis card is you're going to have a lot more freedom of speaking, freedom of creativity, and feeding of and speaking of you can have a lot more freedom to voice what you need to voice and to expand your consciousness in a way that's very wide and beautiful. There's a lot of, I think, to me, this is this is a teacher. There's a lot of what you learn that you're going to go through right now is something that you can teach others through, you connect to others through, you can rise above and transform yourself and others with. There's something here that's all about learning a skill that is able to be open so that your gifts can really come through. The skill and the gift, the skill of learning what to value and the gift of deciding that you're worth it in order to keep your body healthy, your mind healthy, your soul connected, your spirit dancing, and keep yourself in good, honest truth and sincerity and compassion. Ahom Takoyasam.